from the iceberg with a GrandPolar, coming to you over the Ethernet and into your ears.
Just can you tell me about Angel Nation, how it started, and then also your involvement with Leaves Eyes? How does that all gel together?
Yeah, well, that's a long story, but if I try and make it a bit shorter one, I moved to London in 2008, and as I was studying there, and then I ended up starting the band. So Angel Nation, it was back then Enkeli Nation. And, wanted to write music for my voice, and it went into this a little bit more heavy, but it was slightly different. All the albums are actually slightly different to each other. So it started a bit more synth based, and then it kind of got heavier. And I think this is our heaviest album so far. And then we were gigging in London, everywhere, England also, and happened to be playing at the same festival with Leaves Eyes in 2015, and we were also supporting them in London gig. And then a few months later, I got a call from the Leaves Eyes camp asking me to come to Germany, and I didn't really know what it was about, but I flew there, and the rest is kind of history, what happened there. So that's very briefly the history of my band and how it kind of helped me get into Leaves Eyes as well.
Okay, and then are you still going to record with Leaves Eyes, or are you now?
Yeah, absolutely. As we are in the process of actually writing the next album right now. Obviously, it was very unfortunate now with the pandemic, because the last Viking we weren't able to really perform or play a lot of shows with that album yet. So hopefully end of this year will be then chance for that as well.
Yeah. And the Angel Nation album, yeah, you're going to be releasing. Your own personal influences. How did you get started in the music industry, and why did you go into symphonic rock?
Yeah, well, I mean, I have a classical degree, so I studied a degree in Finland, in Helsinki, and then moved to London, was studying all kinds of other styles there, and it was just kind of, I don't know how to, it's not any one moment or two moments, it's just kind of how it went. I got into the metal scene, I met some people who introduced me also into this, metal scene in London, and I got into it in every way, let's say. So I also started to write this music. I always felt a bit like, okay, with my voice, I didn't want to do the classical completely, but I didn't feel like my voice would suit rock and metal. So for me, it was like, oh, how can I do this? And then, of course, I became aware of a lot of other bands who are also doing kind of similar things. And yeah, it just went from there. But my own influences come from everywhere, so I'm really, it's impossible to say only one thing. It's, I love classical music, but I also love all kind of other music, so very difficult to pick like just one thing.
Yeah. So there's no specific band like, I don't know, Nightwish?
No. I mean, I would say I love Queen. I was, always, I love Freddie Mercury. I always say that, that's my kind of idol or hero or whatever. I used to listen to that as a kid as well, and I didn't really get to the hard rock much later, let's say. So it was, more. Also, my brother was listening to Kiss when he was younger. So of course, my big brother and I was also fascinated by the cover of this band made with all these paintings on the face. And yeah, but I was also just listening to the mainstream music, like on the radio and everything like that. So it wasn't only this and this and that.
Okay. You did a collaboration with Clementine from Visions of Atlantis. How did that come about?
Yeah, that was with Leaves Eyes. It was for the Black Butterfly.
Yeah.
And it was during the pandemic, so it was really fortunate we got to do that. It was, those times of traveling was very difficult. So she managed to come to the studio, and it was really fantastic. We were looking for someone who has a different voice from mine, and who would complement and give something a little bit different to the song. And I think it turned out really well.
Okay. The future for Angel Nation. What are the plans for Angel Nation?
Yeah, well, I mean, 1 week now the album is out finally. It's been an amazing journey, and of course a lot of work and anticipation and all the videos. We had 2 music videos coming out, 1 official audio, and now it's all out, and all the reviews and everything's coming now. And we have a show in London 13th of May, so we're really looking forward to that one. It will be like a little release show, let's say. And then we would just have to see how it works out with other shows, because again, because of the COVID, it's a little bit difficult to book and plan for things. But we really hope that we could organize also something in Europe later on.
One thing I like to do is something called My Favorite Tip.
Okay. All right.
10 simple questions, simple answers. You don't have to give your reasons why or anything, just the first thing that comes into your mind. But It's quite fun. It's fun, and it's easy to put onto social media, and we learn a lot about you in a minute, or hopefully in less than a minute.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Pressure is on.
Are you ready?
Yes, okay.
First one.
Cool. Pasta. Oh, this is difficult. Oh, I have to say probably London. Oh God. Well, I have to say Queen now. Black, obviously. This is also difficult. I really like Shawshank Redemption. Let's say that one. Oh, High on You, maybe. Survivor. Oh, that's a difficult one. I love all animals, but horse or dog? Let's say dog. Favorite actor? Also many of them. Who would I pick for different reasons? Okay, well, let's say Al Pacino. Shall I say vodka or shall I say water? Oh, okay. I'm a Finnish woman, so I have to say vodka. Oh my God. I have to say that nowadays I feel like radio station, of course. But yeah, it's just difficult to say any favorite, because I don't listen to radio much. But of course it's your radio station. It has to be. I made you sweat there. It's a trick question.
It's a trick question.
Yeah,
but believe it or not, I've had people actually not say it.
That's amazing. I just wanted to keep you sweating a little bit.
Yeah, but I've got the power of edit, so I can just.
Yeah, of course. Suddenly, yeah, true.
Okay, brilliant. I don't want to.